Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I just I got to keep doing videos on this because this just blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. So, and this is a big. This is like the. This is the issue. You know. I don't know if is the wind gonna be. It's fucking windy as fuck out here. So, you know, I've often talked about how, like, where I'm at is a microcosm of the macro world. So when you're going on and on about how there's a big scamdemic, plandemic, global scamdemic, plandemic, there's a global genocide of clot shots, and this is how evil the rulers of the world are. You know, the rulers of countries are these super evil people that do these crazy scamdemics and plandemics and these crazy, like, vaccine genocides and all this stuff, and that this is what's happening in the world. See, the problem with all you people that think this is happening in the world is you can't believe. You can believe that that's happening, but you can't believe that it's happening in your own backyard, in your own town, right? You can't believe that. Like, if your neighbor came to you and said that, you know, they got a death threat and they're doing all this crazy shit to fucking, you know, blah blah blah, you wouldn't believe it. You'd call them a crazy person who's on drugs. But when all media comes out and says how this is a plandemic, a scamdemic, and Fauci is a Luciferian satanic, and it's all a Luciferian satanic plot, global plot, you believe that. But when someone in your community is saying that, dude, that there's a fucking, the whole government here is a total Luciferian satanic, and they came after me and they fucking killed somebody, and they're covering up the murder, and you know, I'm in the center of the whole thing, and they're fucking putting death threats out on me, and they burnt my shit down. No, that's not happening. But that it's happening globally, oh yeah. See, this is the problem with all you people that believe and talk about how there's a plandemic, global plandemics, global scamdemics, global, you know, Luciferian New World Order agendas, and you believe all this. You know, a global Luciferian plot to genocide the world with vaccines. You believe all this stuff. But that it's happening in your towns, in your counties, in your cities, nah. If somebody in your town or county or city said something crazy happened to them, like what I'm talking about with the fire and the murder and the fucking the arson and the death threats and all this stuff, and that it was all like a self-proclaimed witch cult was at the epicenter of the whole thing, and the ties go all the way up into the local government in this small town. When I tell you that, I'm just crazy. But that all this is happening on a global scale with, you know, Fauci and Gates are Luciferian Satanists, and you know, everything is all Luciferian Satanism and plandemics, scamdemics to control the world, and a global genocide through vaccines, all this, and it's all Luciferian Satan. You believe that. But when I say it's happening right here, and that I just came through this insane, crickets, nothing. Not only crickets though, constant accusations that I'm lying, I'm crazy. Yeah. But it's not a lie that it's a global plandemic. It's not a lie that it's a global scamdemic. It's not a lie that it's a global genocide with vaccines. It's not a lie that it's a Luciferian New World Order plot. It's not a lie that it's you know, all Freemasonic, and it's not a lie of all that. But what I'm saying, just this incident that happened to me, it just can't be possible. It's not. This guy's just a crazy tinfoil hat. I love you people's rationalize the way you rationalize everything, and how fucking just completely retarded and distorted your whole worldview of everything is. I love it. I'm sure that worldview is really going to change things for the better. That you'll believe it's happening globally, but if it's happening like in a little county or a town or a city or something, there's no way. Anybody that's reporting on something that you hear happening on a global scale, if you hear somebody reporting on how that exact same thing is actually happening in a little town, no, it's all don't pay attention to that. Yeah, keep paying attention to the Richie from Boston's and the Crow Houses. Yep. What are they talking about? Oh, babies' body parts flying all over the place in a galaxy far, far away. There aren't babies' body parts flying all over the place here in the U.S. with all these abortion clinics and these abortions and everything. As above, so below. If it's happening globally, it's happening right outside your door, you dumb fucking idiots. It's right in your own fucking communities, neighborhoods, towns, cities, counties. But do you ever hear any story of like someone in a community or a town or a county claiming that this same stuff that everybody says is happening globally, that it's actually happening in some small community somewhere? You ever hear that story? Never. All you hear about is Dustin Nemos reporting on Israel and Palestine. All you hear about is fucking Crow House reporting on what's going on in Palestine and Israel. That's all you ever hear about. Nothing to see there. Nothing suspicious about that at all, right? So just keep looking at what Richie from Boston and Dustin Nemos and Crow House and all them are saying about what's happening way, way far away. Because it's not don't look in your own communities. And anybody that might be reporting on some story that's as fucking crazy as the story we're told is happening globally, just consider them crazy tinfoil hat wearing, Don't look at what's going on in your own communities, in your own towns, in your own counties, in your own cities regarding Luciferian New World Order fucking agendas and Luciferian fucking genocide agendas. Don't look as far as that happening right here where you live. And if you ever run into someone in your community that's claiming there's some crazy shit that's happening with the government and the police department and satanic witch cults and involving murder and death threats and arson, if you ever hear somebody in your community saying something like that, of course, they're crazy. They're a lunatic. Right? They're just crazy. But as we're so often told on every platform, that this is a global genocide, it's a Luciferian New World Order plot. Yeah, that's all really happening, huh? But it's not when somebody says something like that's happening in the local government and stuff. That's just crazy tinfoil hat wearing, some crazy guy. Again, I laugh at all you people. You're so stupid that you would believe there's a global genocide through vaccinations and stuff, and there's a global plot for a new world order, and it's all based in Luciferianism and Satanism, and there's this global plandemics and scandemics. You guys just drink all this Kool-Aid up. But when somebody says that something on that scale is happening in a small fucking town out in the middle of nowhere, you just ignore them. You don't even pay, and you don't even look outside your own doors. Like, well, if that's all happening on a global scale, is it possible that it could be happening also at a local level, like here? Maybe there's Luciferians and New World Order agenda people that are in my local government, that are the mayor and the town manager and the city council, and like, what's going on right around me? What's happening here? Don't look at what's happening right around you. Just keep listening to Richie from Boston and Crow House and all these fucking sellouts talk to you about something way over body part, all the way over in Palestine. And just keep drinking all that Kool-Aid. But if somebody says there's something happening right here, and it's on a fucking level of pure insanity involving Luciferian shit going all the way up into a local government and police department and the community, involving witchcraft and fucking Satanism and murder and arson and death threats, don't listen to that person. Because that's not Richie from Boston. That's not Dustin Nemos. That's not Crow House. That's not, and don't look around to see, could that possibly be weird shit actually be happening in my local government? If global governments are doing all this scandemics and plandemics and New World Order agendas and vaccine genocides, if that's what the global governments are doing, could it be that maybe even local governments are involved in some weird Luciferian, genocide agendas and New World Order? Don't look at your own communities, right? Just keep looking abroad at that galaxy far, far away in Palestine, because Crow House told you to. Because Crow House is the guy. So yeah, I'm sitting here fucking grinding my wheels on this fucking, just the pieces of the puzzle of this fire. On this storyboard that I've been, ever since it happened, I've been trying to explain it, and all I get is a bunch of people accusing me of being crazy and a liar and shit. And these people have never even met me in their life. They don't even know me. Again, it's so hilarious that you people will drink the Kool-Aid on all this stuff happening globally, but that the same exact identical thing could be happening on a small scale in a little town. Yeah, that's just conspiracy theory stuff. That's just some crazy wacko guy. Again, it's hilarious that's your mindset, and that it's hilarious that you think that having that mindset is going to do any good in what you believe is happening globally. But you won't even consider that it's happening in your communities. There are no crazy Luciferian Fauci fucking lunatics running around, wearing doctors' costumes and injecting people in your own towns. No, that's not, no. I love it. I love it. This is just amazing. So let's continue to watch the circus, watch the clown show,